concrete mega eagle.
Okay, so let's get on with the underground bunker workshop. First thing we've got to do is figure out how we're going to lift these pipe sections. Yeah, so we've got the jib on the crane, the sheath, whatever it is. So I'll go here, and it's just a simple pin going through the bottom of that. With the concrete pipe, we've got a couple of holes, 2-point lift on these, one there and one there. So we've got a bit of box section 4x2 here. It's a nice heavy wall, 3mm, that'll lift it. These are apparently only 600 kilos, which is good, lighter than advertised. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad, I don't know where it's got the specs on it. Sort of written on the side of one of these. Oh yeah, there we go, 660 kilos. So that bit of 4x2 will be fine. Let's make some lifting gear. Okay folks, so we've got a spreader bar made up, nuts welded into the end, and I have just made up a big swivel. It's quite important that I can spin these pipes around to align them properly, because they've got steps on the inside of them, and I need, you know, obviously if the step's 180 degrees out, I'm going to end up falling to my death. No, that won't happen. Anyway, so yeah, I made this swivel up so it'll be nice and easy. Nice heavy swivel. Probably a bit overkill for this. You can hang a double-decker bus off a 1/4-inch bolt, but if I've got to get underneath it, then I want to see an inch of metal there at least. Okay, so we need to just make up a couple of webs that will spread the load on the beam, as well as keeping that off the spreader bar as well. Whoop. Just a couple of nice heavy bits of something triangular.
And you know the most incredible thing?
Okay, hopefully this demonstrates the problem that I've already come up against, a design flaw, I suppose. Look, we've got the spreader that drops inside the concrete pipe, and that's not even fitting in between these two ties. Yeah? So the concrete pipe, which is larger, has got no chance. I was paying attention when I built this to the distance in between the hook and the upright at the back here, and we're fine there, but these pieces are going to get in the way. Maybe I'll just cut them off. And does it need them? I think it does. We've got a couple a little bit higher up, and they definitely won't get in the way because the pipe's never going to get that high. But what? So I'm going to cut them off and maybe brace diagonally from there up to there, or maybe just try it without them, because we have got some higher up. Let's just cut them off. So do you all remember when I said I was going to get some hardcore and flatten this surface out? Now, I do have a bit of a problem. The crane lorry couldn't reach it as far as I'd hoped. I kind of wanted the pipe over there. It's a bit flatter there. That wheel's in a hole, but this is a good test for the crane. Old craney crane. Let's see if we're not straight. We're not directly over the eyes here, so we're going to try and lift it from there and just see what happens. Probably not a good idea, but let's see what happens. Oh, fuck's sakes. As you can see, when the carriage is locked back like this, the fuel tank is a tiny bit inaccessible. Once again, the turkey baster saves the day. Yeah, this thing, everyone should have one in their shed, you know. It's my tool of 2021. Workshop turkey baster. Let's get rid of the fuel. I never did make a ladder, but I don't think you really need it. Okay, so we are off the ground, folks. Not by very much. That is a struggle. Both the engine and the belt are struggling. That's not what we want, is it? So I definitely got my sums wrong. That's all right. What we're going to do, I think the easiest thing to do right now is just to throw a fifth pulley next to those three and have hang on, have another one up there and anchor that down here. Yeah. Okay, so I got into making pulleys, and thought rather than just make one pulley, I want to be on the safe side. So I'm actually making 3 pulleys. Yeah, because I can't add any. This block is only wide enough to take 2 of the existing pulleys. Yeah, so this had 2 pulleys in here. So I'm making three new pulleys that'll be thin enough to all fit in here, and then the 2 pulleys out of here I'm going to stick at the top of the crane. So we'll have 3 additional pulleys in total. We'll have the 4 original pulleys all at the top and 3 pulleys in this block. And I just cleared out, you know, the shed and that. Gave a load of stuff to the scrap man. One of the things I scrapped was the jig that I used to make the other pulleys. So I'm doing these a little bit differently. I rolled them out on the bead roller again. This is a pulley half, and much better than the last attempt. These are a lot flatter, and because I haven't got the jig, I've just turned down some hubs for them with a step on them. Yeah, and I'm just going to clamp them in the vise. That's a press fit on there anyway, and press it all together. Hopefully it will stay squarish. Yeah. Okay, so we've gone from a 4-line pull to a 7-line pull, and it did just about pick it up. It struggled before on the 4-line pull, so oh, go on, get on there. I think with these Zerk clips are brilliant when they're working, but so we'll have a little lift, we'll see if it lifts. It should lift. The only thing is, I did notice there's been some flexing in this since I cut off the bottom struts. There's a lot of flex, which I don't really like. So we'll lift this up, see how easy it is to lift it, and then before we try and actually lift it and move, I'm just going to weld some more braces on this. Where are you coming from? Okay, well you must be greased in. On this, on the frame here. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, that's quite easy now. We got it right, folks. Okay, so the crane is 7 cables on the pulley. I threw a load of extra gussets in to try and stiffen it up again after chopping that bottom one out. Well done. And this I meant to do ages ago, I just forgot. Put a triangulation on that point there. There's a bit of flex there. There's no flex in it now. Pretty much ready to go, folks. It's exciting. A couple of big bits of angle up there just to brace it. Gone around the welds up there again, because I had the weld out, I felt like it. Okay, right, what I'm doing now, see, we've already got a hole, haven't we? Okay? If you remember back that far, was a little time ago now. Here she is. Water's sitting about 6 foot, and there's another 6 foot hole underneath it, but that's partially caved in now down there. I'm not going to pump the water out before I start, because I'm a little bit concerned that'll lead to further cave-ins, and then eventually the ground up here will get unstable. But I do have to get rid of these timbers. There's 2x4s in the ground, built in a sort of lattice work, so these ones on the side are at the top, then there's another pair going that way across, and then underneath that there's another pair, so there's about 6 deep 4x2s, which I was anchoring the top sheet of plywood to at the very beginning when I first started building this hole. Seemed like a sensible thing to do, but obviously got to take these up, otherwise my pipe's not going to go anywhere when I sit it down on them, is it? So let me just rip them up and I'll throw them on the fire there, and then we can think about setting the first pipe. Pretty excited. I'm not going to lie, folks. It's either go exceedingly well as planned or terribly, and I don't know, full of anticipation. I might get a cheapo rope ladder or something. The thought occurred to me that I've got to take the ladder out from underneath the pipes as I'm putting the pipes on, and I'm not going to take all the ply out now. I'm going to sink the first pipe down until we get to more plywood, then put the brakes on and put the second pipe on top of that. So there's going to be a lot of time when I'm working at the plywood and there's the potential to fall down there and there's no way of getting out. So I'm gonna get a cheap rope ladder and just have that in there the whole time. So if the worst does happen, I'm not going to drown down there. I'm a pretty good swimmer, but it could be a it could be a long time before anyone realises I'm down there, right? Okay, it's not terribly pleasant being around this at the moment. That water's a bit smelly, and I'm just bloody nervous about one of these edges giving way and me ending up down there. Either way, we're ready for the first bit of pipe. Okay, so my plan is to back up into there, and then take her forwards up to the hole, but not with the hole on the centre. Stop the left hand wheel just midpoint on this side of the hole, and then swing the whole thing around and that's the, you know, the beauty of the 3 points with a steering wheel, rear wheel. You know, we'll be able to get it in absolutely anywhere. It's like one of them, you know, the forklifts that hang on the back of lorries, or like an aircraft, I suppose. You know, an aircraft with a tug on it. I am pretty famous. I mean, I'm not famous for much, but amongst my community of spanner monkeys, you know, I can get a 30-foot span aircraft through a 20-foot hangar door. You know, merely because of the manoeuvrability of only having 3 points of contact. Yeah. Anyway, let's give it a go and see what happens. It's trying to work. We just got a wheel stuck in a hole. That front right wheel there. We'll definitely get there with a bit of persistence. The thing is, I think I should try and get things a bit flatter before I get a pipe over here and require precise pinpoint accuracy. You know, it's pretty good over here, but I mean that's the worst spot where I tried picking that pipe up. Here's not so bad, but I've got a suspicion like some of this ground isn't perhaps. Yeah, no, this is all pretty good. It's pretty firm here. Pretty firm here. There are some high spots there. I need to knock these back before I bring the pipe over here. Look at the angle of this doobly what's name. Yeah, okay. just flexed a little bit. God help us all. Yeah. Okay, this has been quite a struggle getting this far. I need it to be quicker with the rest of the pipe. I'm going to get this one in the ground, then we'll put the brakes on it and make sure it doesn't slip down into the ground too far whilst I'm not here. But then I'm going to have to do a bit more work on the crane, drop the gearing down on the drive motor, and the winch is working beautifully now, but the drive motor needs a bit more attention and perhaps some bigger wheels. No, I don't think I have to touch the wheels. It'll be fine once I get this flattened out, but I do have to get this flattened out a bit more and drop down the gearing on the drive motor. Either way, I put myself a marker in there. That's where I need that front left wheel to get to. Then I start my turn. So if I just get the tyre resting up against that, I can swing around 90 degrees and then go forwards, and I should be pretty much over that horrible stinking pit of death. Alright, let's try it, see what happens. Pointless doing anymore. I'm either going to break the crane or get this thing stuck in the hole or something stupid, because I've got no control over it. Let's drop this gearing right down on the power motor. Okay folks, I'm going to call it a day on this video. I'm going to have to sort this out a little bit better, otherwise it's just going to end in disaster, isn't it? I'm going to end up getting a pipe and the crane stuck down that hole, yeah, which no one wants. So unfortunately we haven't got a pipe in the ground yet, but we're what, 10 foot away from doing so. Very exciting, but we need that controllability of the crane, don't we? Hey, we need the pinpoint accuracy, folks, which we haven't got at the minute. So what I'm going to do, because I'm going to have to order new belts up. This one's pretty much had it. I like the idea of stacking 3 smaller belts up versus this one big chunky belt that doesn't really go like going around tight radiuses. So I put a different engine on. We'll give it a 5 horsepower engine. I've got one sat in the shed. I was going to use it for a motorbike project, but this is probably more deserving, and I'll make up some pulleys and maybe put bigger wheels on there, but that means the whole thing's going to be at an angle unless I change this wheel, which I can't really go much bigger, but we'll see, I might do. maybe I'll just re-engineer it all, and I've got to flatten this ground out. So yeah, sorry guys, I'm sure you're expecting to see something in the ground by the end of this video, and I did say I would do, but you know what, I think it's best I get things right from the start, isn't it, eh? You know, I want to go 25 foot down. We're halfway there underneath all that water. These pipes, when they do start going in, should go in pretty quickly, but it's not going to be today. Okay, all right. Thanks for being so understanding. All right, we did get a lot achieved. You know, made the lifting rig, reinforced the crane, got 3 pulleys made up, got the winch working properly, and yeah, the pipe arrived. Whee! Okay, right. So stay tuned, and I'll see you again soon, folks. All right, cheerio, bye bye.